Championship 2025 ค่ะถ่ายทอดสดจากสยามพารากอนนะคะดิฉันเนยณัชชาและพิธีกรคู่สุดหล่อคุณบานี่ค่ะยินดีต้อนรับทุกท่านนะคะเข้าสู่รอบ Grand Final ที่ทุกคนรอคอยค่ะ
16 of the best PUBG Mobile teams will go head-to-head across the next 3 days of competition, but only one will walk away as the 2025 PMGC champions. But before the tournament officially begins, let's look ahead at what's coming in 2026. In the 8 years since PUBG Mobile's global launch, the game has faced countless challenges and received tremendous support from players worldwide. So what new opportunities lie ahead?
ต้องบอกว่าทั้ง 16 ทีมนะคะจะดวลเดือดกันตลอด 3 วันค่ะแต่ว่าจะมีหนึ่งเดียวเท่านั้นนะคะที่คว้าแชมป์ PMGC 2025 ไปครองนะคะก่อนที่การแข่งขันจะเริ่มขึ้นในวันนี้ค่ะเดี๋ยวเราจะพาไปดูกันว่าในปี 2026 จะมีอะไรใหม่สำหรับ PUBG Mobile กันบ้างตลอด 8 ปีที่ผ่านมานะคะเกมเนี่ยได้ผ่านทั้งความท้าทายแล้วก็ได้รับแรงสนับสนุนจากผู้เล่นทั่วโลกค่ะปีหน้าเราจะเดินหน้าไปในทิศทางไหนเดี๋ยวเราไปรับชมพร้อมๆกันได้เลยค่ะ So let's take a look together and see what the future has in store.
Hi everyone, I'm Rick. As 2025 wraps up, thank you for being with us this year. Together, we explored the Golden Dynasty, fought in Rongzhou, joined the Transformers, and started new adventures with Ghost and Arctic creatures. With World 1.0's launch, PUBG Mobile World of Wonder Creator became a new identity for many with 5.4 million maps. Reaches a single-day player peak of over 8.5 million, growing our community stronger than ever. Active creators reaches a single-day peak of over 30,000. We are also committed to your experience, taking firm action against over 13 million cheating and harmful behavior. Thank you for being a vital part of our journey. PUBG Mobile is evolving. We are no longer just the world's biggest Battle Royale mobile game. We are now beyond Battle Royale. What does beyond mean? You, our players, define the world's boundaries. Every map and idea you contribute helps build the game. In 2026, we are upgrade World of Wonders editing tool and add AI-assisted features to boost your creativity. Thank you. Your vision drives us beyond. To show our gratitude, in 2026, we are boosting support for your creativity with a 10 million incentive pool to invite creators worldwide to join the world ecosystem. Let's make next year our best yet. Our Beyond Battle Royale vision brings a new quick BR mode, a fast-paced 10-minute match with intense action and deep skill combinations. You can build your playstyle that's truly your own. Battle launches next year if all goes well. Going beyond also means expanding possibilities together. You have collected nearly every supercar brand. Now, PUBG Mobile will be partner of the Scuderia Ferrari HP in 2026 and will have an integration of their sports car in our world. Plus, Scuderia Ferrari HP official reserve driver Zhou Guanyu has a special message for you. Stay tuned for updates, and we hear your requests for more, from animation to sport, and they are on our list. As our world grows, every player counts. Our new vision for every number one. In the game, we are introducing a more diverse visual style and deeper avatar performance, giving you more ways to express yourself in scenes. In 2026, 2 global open tournaments will welcome all players to the global stage. We are partnered for more campus, expo, and festival events, bringing esports excitement to everyone. To launch this chapter, our 8th anniversary will be our biggest celebration yet, with reward in-game and in real life. Thank you for being the heart of our journey. Together, we'll continue to build what's next. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. See you next year.
Thank you so much to all of the developers. This is truly exciting. We would also like to thank all of the players for their long-term support of PUBG Mobile. In 2026, player creativity will continue to bring fresh energy to the game. Thank you so much for all of your passion and dedication to PUBG Mobile. Next up, we will be presenting the Creative Vision Awards 2025. It commemorates all of our beloved creators out there for the love of PUBG Mobile. And the first award will be the World of Wonder Creator Annual Ceremony. Let's see this year's WOW Annual Gold Award winner.
และต่อไปนะคะก็คือการประกาศรางวัล Creative Vision Award 2025 ค่ะเพื่อเป็นเกียรติให้กับเหล่าครีเอเตอร์ทั่วโลกที่สร้างสรรค์ผลงานให้กับ PUBG Mobile นะคะโดยรางวัลแรกก็คือ World of Wonder Creator Annual Ceremony ค่ะเดี๋ยวเราจะมาดูกันนะคะว่าผู้ชนะรางวัล Gold Award ปีนี้คือใครค่ะ so now let's watch the video
Okay, I will send. Wait a second. Let me just.
Ladies and
I just
gentlemen,
started up, so
welcome to the stage, Senior Director of Global Esports
just
Center, Level
hearing and hearing.
of course, James.
You know.
ปรบมือต้อนรับด้วยค่ะ
Where is my
Now
streaming
we would like
link?
to invite our winning representatives of WoW, Sheeta Black, Osed, Yasso,
ओए
Mushad,
शीटा ब्लैक इसकी अभी मैंने कल ही रील देखी थी
to the stage to receive their awards.
स्टॉर्म इसका देखा हुआ है शीटा ब्लैक को
ขอเสียงปรบมือด้วยค่ะ
प्राइज पाथ गिव अवे ऑन 69 लाइक्स ये कैसा रहेगा प्राइज पाथ गिव अवे ऑन 69 लाइक्स आवाज मेरी ठीक आ रही है स्ट्रीम की ज्यादा तो नहीं जस्ट एक सेकंड ये फुल स्क्रीन हो गया ओए इसमें आप क्यों नहीं गए स्टॉर्म आपको क्यों नहीं इन्होंने बुलाया
Thank you so much to every WoW creator for your creativity and your passion. Join the global WoW ecosystem. Our ongoing support will fuel your creative dreams to new heights.
ขอแสดง
Is this how I'm supposed to share
นะคะต้องบอกว่า
level
ผลงานของทุกคนค่ะเต็มไปด้วยความ
Let
คิด
me
สร้าง
know
สรรค์แล้วก็เป็นแรงบันดาลใจให้กับผู้เล่นทั่วโลกค่ะ
Thank you so much to all of
पक्की
our
बात है
winners. You may now exit the stage.
ขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆอีกครั้งหนึ่งค่ะ
पक्की बात है पक्का वाकई
Thank you to all of our creators. Because of you, PUBG Mobile
इंशाल्लाह
continues to
जाओगे
thrive. This year, PDP continues to encourage players' creativity and innovation, and we look forward to seeing even more amazing contributions. And now we will be presenting the PDP Creator Annual Ceremony.
ต้องขอบคุณครีเอเตอร์ทุกท่านนะคะเพราะว่าทุกคนเนี่ยคือกำลังสำคัญของ PUBG ค่ะ และต่อไปนะคะเป็นพิธีมอบรางวัล PDP Creator Annual Ceremony ที่สนับสนุนความคิดสร้างสรรค์ของผู้เล่นทั่วโลกค่ะ เดี๋ยวเรามาดูผลงานที่โดดเด่นของปีนี้ไปพร้อมๆกันค่ะ Please enjoy the video
ये कौन है उमर ओए इतनी पीछे चल रही थी स्ट्रीम अब बराबर हुई है
And now we would like to invite our winning representatives of PDP.
अभी तो क्रिएटिविटी वाले चलते हैं मेरे ख्याल से मतलब अवार्ड्स के लिए अरीना वाले तो बहुत ज्यादा आ गए
Mr. Anderson, Yuta, Rutendo, Shaz Tokyo, and SG Toyota. That's right, make some noise, everyone!
Who? I don't know. हाँ क्रिएटिविटी पे नहीं आते वो, फिर पबजी वाले खुद ही फाड़ देते हैं. विचर्स सीरीज मैंने नहीं देखी. विचर्स सीरीज मैं तो मैच देखना है. स्टॉर्म कौन सी टीम को सपोर्ट कर रहे हो फाइनल? WBG होती मैं उसे करता. बट अभी WBG नहीं है. APG और AE. Anyone from CSA? यार मुझे रोजमेरी से अच्छा लगता है. बस हरामी है पूरा.
We are proud to introduce South Africa's top creator, SG Toyota. He was recently named Person of the Year by NAG magazine.
ये तो बाबा है.
Gaming media outlet. This shows that PDP and its creators are gaining recognition
हाँ.
from more and more established.
Let's see. पहले मैच के बाद तो बिल्कुल नहीं हम कह सकते क्योंकि मुझे भी पहला मैच बहुत अच्छा खेला, आगे जाके खराब कर दिया. APG का चांस बन सकता है. वो कंसिस्टेंट खेलते हैं.
Next up, we will be presenting the PUBG Mobile Ban Investigator.
चल यार ये क्या चल रहा है? वो इधर फरूक भाई भी इधर ही होंगे बैठे कहीं. ये सही है. मुस्तफा सोल. अबे भाई इतने ज्यादा. इसमें से किसी को जानते हो? ये तो अरबी लग रहे हैं मुझे. Congratulations.
Please welcome our Gold Investigator representatives, Dila, Jenin, Sol, TC Senior and G3 ADA to the stage.
ये क्या है? ये क्या है? What is this behavior? What is this behavior, PUBG Mobile? Okay, it's back.
We would like to sincerely thank all the creators and investigators. Your boundless creativity has enriched PUBG Mobile with a variety of designs and a spirited, creative energy. We really appreciate having you all with us. Congratulations.
ยินดีกับผู้ที่ได้รับรางวัลทุกท่านด้วยนะคะต้องบอกว่าพวกเขาคือกำลังสำคัญที่ทำให้ PUBG Mobile ของเราเป็นสังคมเกมที่ปลอดโปร่งและน่าเล่นที่สุดค่ะ
Thank you so much to our winning representatives. You may now leave the stage. Thank you. Okay.
कितने प्यार से उतार दिए बेचारों को.
Next is a very special segment. I will take a microphone, please. Sorry. Thank you very much. It's very special
Walaikum
because
salam.
this has become a true tradition, hasn't it? This is our annual PUBG Mobile esports announcement, presented by none other than Mr. J.
स्ट्रीम तो नहीं रुक रही.
Thank you, Bonnie. Hello,
हाँ.
PUBG Mobile Senior Director of Global Esports Center at Rebel Infinite. After a spectacular year of PUBG Mobile Esports, we are finally here again at the biggest global tournament of the year. Now, I'd like to share our announcement of what PUBG Mobile Esports will be in 2026.
Roadmap for
In
next year.
recognition of the
Okay.
incredible esports experience we've
Okay.
cultivated with our pro teams, players, and you, the fans, we are delighted to share that PUBG Mobile won the Mobile Esports Game of the Year at recent Esports Award for the second time.
स्टॉर्म स्ट्रीम वो तो नहीं हो रही बफर या लैग या स्टॉप कुछ इस
Thank
तरह
you. But we're
अनलेस
just
का
getting
यूट्यूब
started.
स्टॉप हो रही
In 2026, we'll offer a lot more opportunities to players looking to be the next number one. Before we jump into 2026, let's take a look at what we have done in 2025. This year, PUBG Mobile Esports took over the world with over 1 million participants across 180 countries and regions. With that in mind, we will rework the tournament circuit for 2026. Next year, we'll be hosting over 30 PUBG Mobile National Championships across more than 8 regions, leading into regional qualifier that will determine the teams advancing to the PUBG Mobile Global Open. I'm sure you will notice that PMGO appears twice, and that's right. We are increasing our tournament with the second PMGO, splitting with Season 1 and Season 2. This new form of qualification will replace the existing PUBG Mobile Super Leagues, with all tournaments being open to all amateur, semi-pro, and pro players.
स्टॉर्म क्या कहते हो
This will
टीम बनाए
give more chances at qualification for global tournaments and more opportunities for a wide range of players. With one click, you can join the PUBG Mobile Esports ecosystem as a player. Thank you. For those looking to start or continue their esports journey, the 2025 PMGO season's teams will be determined by performance in 2005, alongside the teams from the regional tournaments. Points will be accumulated across the PMGO seasons to earn a spot at the 2026 PUBG Mobile Global Championship for the final fight to be the one. So I'm already excited to see who will make it. Our 2026 esports circuit kicks off with the PMGO Season 1, which I'm pleased to announce will be hosted in Southeast Asia. Yes. With an impressive prize pool of $500,000 US. This will be the first chance for all the players to start racking up the PMGC points need to step onto the PMGC stage. The brand new PMGO Season 2 will be held in Pakistan. It's for the first global tournament in this vibrant country. Season 2 will offer a chance for another 500,000 prize pool
Wow.
and plenty more points for PMGC qualification. After PMGO Season 1, PUBG Mobile Esports will return to the 2026 PUBG Mobile World Cup and Esports World Cup. Once again, held
Wait,
with a prize pool of $3 million US.
दैट इज
Since
लोकेशन
2024,
सऊदी अरेबिया प्राइस पूल
PMGC
3 मिलियन
has
ओबे
showcased
भाई
some of the best players
पाकिस्तान में
to the best
500,000
teams
मुझे
in the
समझ नहीं आई इसकी
prestigious Esports World Cup. Okay, for the final and the biggest tournament of 2026 PUBG Mobile Esports Circuit, we are delighted to bring the best players in the world back to Turkey. Wow. The top teams in 2026 PMGC will face off on the world stage for the lion's share of $3 million US prize pool. Will the best teams of 2025 will hold on their glory for another year, or will new teams emerging from the PMGO seasons to claim the champion title? The chance is wide open, and you can also be the one. PUBG Mobile will also be updating the esports experience through 2026. We'll be upgrading the in-game participation system to make it possible for players across the world to join an esports tournament with just a few clicks. For those coming to PUBG Mobile esports offline events, we'll be updating an entertainment experience with the expanded presence at the beloved events worldwide, including food and music festival alongside the gaming and esports conventions. Finally, building on our platform for third-party tournaments, we'll be also upgrading this experience to streamline the registration process. That's great, right? With this, hosting your own official PUBG Mobile esports tournament will be easier than ever before. With all these brand new updates, PUBG Mobile esports will continue to provide more exciting tournaments, more chances for amateur and pro players, and more ways for fans across the world to engage the best Battle Royale esports experience. So thanks for listening, but just before I wrapping up, we have one more surprise that we are very excited to share with you all here in Bangkok. So please join me to welcome Butterbeer. Nice to meet you, and yeah, it's really great to see you. You are so cute, amazing. There are so many fans of you. So as a local icon, can you teach me how to greet in Thai? Nice, thank you. So, okay, everybody, see you at the battleground. And please be the one!
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Mr. James Yang. Let's give him another round of applause, James Yang. And of course, thank you to Butterbeer for joining us as well. If you haven't already, make sure to visit the PUBG Mobile Butterbeer collaboration in the fan zone and Siam Paragon.
ค่ะขอบคุณคุณเจมส์ยังมากๆเลยนะคะแล้วก็ขอบคุณน้องหมีเนยด้วยนะคะที่มาร่วมสร้างสีสันกับเราในวันนี้ค่ะสำหรับใครที่ยังไม่ได้จับจองไป
Welcome
พลาด
everyone
ไม่ได้
who is
นะคะ
joining
อย่าลืม
now.
แวะไปชมโซนพิเศษ PUBG Mobile X Butterbeer บริเวณโซนแฟนโซนณสยามพารากอนแห่งนี้ด้วยค่ะ
Now, before we officially begin the competition, we are pleased to introduce a brand new element debuting at this year's PMGC, the Egg Smashing. This is reserved exclusively for our champions. This exciting feature adds a unique twist to the celebration, offering special rewards from Infinix and a memorable moment for the winning team.
ใช่แล้วค่ะปีนี้นะคะต้องบอกว่า PMGC เนี่ยมีลูกเล่นใหม่ที่เปิดตัวเป็นครั้งแรกด้วยนั่นก็คือกิจกรรม X Smashing นะคะที่สงวนไว้เฉพาะทีมแชมป์เท่านั้นค่ะซึ่งกิจกรรมนี้นะคะก็จะเพิ่มความพิเศษแล้วก็ความสนุกสนานให้กับช่วงฉลองชัยชนะนะคะพร้อมกับมีของรางวัลพิเศษจาก Infinix ด้วย
And now, to give everyone a clear look at how it all works, please turn your attention to the screen as we present the official introduction video and what each team secretly selected the eggs that they wanted the chance to smash.
ก่อนแข่งเนี่ยแต่ละทีมนะคะเขาได้แอบเลือกไข่ที่อยากทุบเอาไว้แล้วนะคะและตอนนี้ถึงเวลามาดูกันแล้วค่ะว่าแต่ละทีมไฟนอลของเราเนี่ยเลือกไข่ใบไหนกันไว้บ้างนะคะเดี๋ยวเราไปชมพร้อมๆกันค่ะ Let's watch the video.
In the grand finals of the 2025 PMGC, 16 teams have fought their way to the ultimate honor. Each of them now stands as one of the world's best, and each is represented with the golden egg marked with their team logo. Inside every egg lies a special reward card provided by Infinix. A GT pad, a GT phone, or GT earphones, an exclusive gift waiting to be claimed. Before the grand finals begins, every team chooses 3 opponents whose eggs they would most like to smash. And now with the world watching, only one team has risen above the rest. One champion, one chance to get the ultimate bonus reward. If the champion wins by the smash roll, they may smash 3 eggs and take all the Infinix rewards hidden within. But if the victory comes by points, they may choose only one. One egg, one moment, one prize. This is the 2025 PMGC Egg Smashing Ceremony. This is the one you're looking for. Let the champion step forward and let the smashing begin.
सारी टीम्स बहुत अच्छी हैं। फ्रैगमेंटारिया ये फैल्कन एई वीपी को 11 टीम्स ने सिलेक्ट किया।
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. 16 of the world's strongest teams clash on the grand stage of PUBG Mobile's Global Championship, carrying the pride of their regions and the weight of every fan behind them for one purpose, to raise the ultimate trophy.
และตอนนี้ค่ะก็คือช่วงเวลาที่ทุกท่านรอคอยค่ะ 16 ทีมที่แข็งแกร่งที่สุดจากทั่วโลกกำลังจะขึ้นเวทีประชันกันนะคะเพื่อคว้าแชมป์สูงสุดกลับบ้านค่ะ และตอนนี้ขอเสียงเชียร์ดังๆให้ทั้ง 16 ทีมหน่อยได้ไหมคะ
That's right, Bangkok, make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 PUBG Mobile Global Championships Day 1 starts now.
ไปชมกันเลยค่ะ
Now that is how you start a show. Goodness gracious. We saw James Yang on the stage with some crazy announcement. 7. Which one stood out to you the most?
I'm hyped. We're gonna get Max. Not just one PMGO, two PMGOs. Season 1 is gonna be in Southeast Asia, 500K prize pool. That's really nice. But the one I'm actually more hyped about, baby,
Pakistan!
Yeah!
Inner circle, better make it. We're looking, okay?
Yeah, I'm super hyped. Honestly, it's a chance for some of the
मजा आएगा यार।
to kind of shine, right?
पाकिस्तान में होगा
This year with
PMO।
PMGO, a lot new players were able to shine when we went to Uzbekistan.
What is this? This
I
is
can't wait to see what
PMGC
other talent we're
PUBG
gonna see from
Mobile
Southeast
Global
Asia, and also what
Championship
other talent we're gonna see from Pakistan.
का फाइनल है।
But of course, this all wouldn't be possible without the Infinix GT30 series, the official gaming phone for 2025 PMGC, engineered for precision, performance, and victory. Go get yours today so you can outplay the rest. We also got all kinds of stuff going on in the game, guys, so make sure you log in right now and get you some free skins. We got a mini 14 skin coming out right now.
Yes,
Go
yes,
ahead and make
live.
sure that you get that here in just a short time period. Besides also that, these squads need to get these predictions going. So in
Yep.
the game,
स्ट्रीम सही चल रही है।
so guys, oh goodness gracious, right? We got Rondo coming up first, all right? Neox Factory, that is where my eyes are locked in. How are you guys feeling going into Rondo?
Scared for Neox Factory in particular. I think this is a trend we're going to see happening every single time here, Seven. And I think we're even going to go further
Okay,
where
nice.
people might even start to target the solos that are trying to do the recall of their teammates. I think that is a very big weakness in that 3-1 hot drop inside of Neox Factory. And it sets the pace, right? Who's going to be able to get maybe a 20 elimination bomb right from the get-go is going to set you so far apart from the lobby. Rondo, as it replaces Sanok, has been such a big impact in the esports scene. And you know what, Seven? I'm loving every single second of those Rondo matches.
The amount of eliminations that you are going to be able to achieve, and on top of that, if you do end up winning the match, it's going to say, like you mentioned, is just a trampoline to the top, and it gives you a bit of cushion when we end up going to Erangel if for some reason things don't end up working out. One thing that I do want to point out that we were seeing, especially during the league stage, has been the amount of eliminations that some of the other squads that maybe don't end up winning are able to achieve. Sometimes we end up seeing 4 teams with 10 or more eliminations or in the high single digits. I think that's a very impressive thing because sometimes we see those teams exiting in 9th place, but they're still able to clutch up. And I mean, we're looking right here at the PMGC program, Jukes.
Yes, so you can take a look at it, guys. So this is all the times that we got going on.
For
We are in
15 मिनट
the
अभी
finals.
भी हैं।
Make sure you set your clocks and you are ready to go because we got today, tomorrow, and one more day after that, and then that is it, guys. So, man, Rondo is guys. So, man. particular because my big thing is this. Why not? We just see like a crazy amount of squad. Just do that 3-1 split right down the middle and just make things happen here. What do you think?
आज 6 होंगे मैच.
Are they going to do it again?
How many squads do you think we're
Oh, you have to like 8, possibly 8 teams dropping over there. Could be possibility. And one team we know is definitely super keen to doing those hot shots right. I think it was APG. They started leaking a little bit away from their typical drop location. Now they're not really fully involved. If they can get an elimination hand over free, why the hell not?
I mean, the crowd is lively right now, right here in Bangkok, Thailand. They're ready to see some hot drops, and I'm personally ready to see some hot drops. And I'm ready to see some of these squads not taking a chance for it. Something that you did mention just now, Max, that I want to kind of deep dive a little bit more into. Those 3-1 splits, they do have to be able to adjust for some of these squads. And look at this. This is something that I want to keep a close eye on.
Yeah, absolutely, Max. Look at that. The two teams that we saw battle it out last year. D plus Kia versus Regnum Karya, Max. That's going to be a big battle for sure.
One of the biggest rivalries here, possibly in PUBG Mobile esports ever. D plus Kia and Regnum Karya, the island finish on Miramar. They will be going down in PUBG Mobile esports history. And now, Regnum Karya back with a vengeance. They have Z-Wolf on the team that's just been a stellar player for this squad. But we know that D plus Kia, as the reigning champion 7, they are coming in hot. They're looking confident as ever. And they want to be the ones to take it back-to-back, just like Nova Esports a few years ago.
And for D plus Kia, it's going to be that factor of eliminations. You can't just rely on the MVP for PMGC 2024 in regards to Nobu. You gotta have that backup that Osal is able to provide for the squad. That has been a huge addition. And even though they've been in the same roster, I mean, throughout this tournament, Osal being able to secure those eliminations, being able to clutch up for the squad when they actually need to, I think that's going to be very impressive.
Well, you know what? Speaking of impressive, right? One team that we got to talk about is APG. They weren't that impressive during the gauntlet, but come Group Green, this team went out of their minds, Max.
0 wins gauntlet. The prank is real. Group Green, now we mean business. 4 chicken dinners, 113 eliminations. They were coming out so hot here. And especially one thing that was very nice to see, Seven.
Hello, Abdullah bhai, kaise ho? Welcome. I'm back. Welcome back, Lavu. Welcome back.
It felt like he had a times 20 scope on his weapon sometimes.
If APG wants to be, that's going to continue to be the factor for them. Top needs to be able to...
Lavu, which team you are supporting?
You just mentioned it too. Doc needs to make sure he stays with the team. And for this squad, I just want to see them continue to play close.
Abdullah, कौन सी team को support कर रहे हो? APG को कर रहा हूँ ना Abdullah. मुझे पक्का पता है.
Yeah, they also have a past MVP round on the team.
मैं भी नहीं इतना देखता, थोड़ा ही देखता हूँ. इतना ज़्यादा नहीं देखता. बस event देखता हूँ. Thank you so much.
Is pure madness here, Hot Jukes, and he does it here.
Unbelievable. Those are the average, of course, among the gauntlet and the group stage. And if you guys didn't see the announcement on the Instagram, they're giving away a Porsche Cayenne to the MVP of this tournament, man.
अच्छा बना है. किस आपने खुद बनाया या प्रोबी ने बनाया?
Players actually gets it. Do they share it with the squad or they keep it for themselves?
I talked to some teams that said we're going to share it. That's why I'm happy I'm not a player. We're like, hell no. It's mine. It's my Porsche Cayenne. Okay, I'm keeping it though. One of the
Porsche किसको मिलेगी? Porsche किसको मिलेगी? Porsche के लिए मेरे ख्याल से उन्होंने requirement बहुत tough रखी है कि contribution point 40% होनी चाहिए. जो MVP होगा.
Not just secure the 500K that you get for winning the championship here at PMGC. I want to get that new whip, you know? Get that car seat in the back. Let's go for a ride.
Go for a ride, indeed. It was so crazy. We were actually talking to Alpha 7 too, right? And we were talking to Carrillo.
Yep.
And it was like, all right, yeah, you know what, Revel, one of them win the car. I'm driving it. I'm driving the game. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit those rotations all day long. Rotations we're going to see big time coming up, right? So we got Rondo, we got Erangel, and then we got a couple matches of Miramar, right? Man, what other squad, Max, right? Besides the teams that we talked about, are you really excited to see here today?
I'm very hyped for Team Flash, right? Barely qualifying in the last game, thanks to a literal loot crate. Just coming out of nowhere, dropping from the sky, saving tops, and you know what, able to clutch it up in the final moments, getting a backstab play onto GK, and able to qualify. They are my rookie team, not just of PMGC, possibly of the entire year. If they could do the entire run here and actually win PMGC, that would be one of the best storylines for a rookie team ever in this esports.
Yes, well guys, let's get this all started and take it on over to our casters.
10 मिनट अभी भी पड़े हैं.
Hey, thank you so much, Hot Jukes, Max, 7. We are set. We are primed and ready for Rondo and the rest of PMGC. The grand finals are here, and it is going to be messy. We think on these first couple of minutes. So make sure that you stick around because there's plenty of action.
It's definitely a question of whether we're ready for Rondo or not. I don't think I'm ready for Rondo. I think you're
एक
ready for
TDM
Rondo.
ना
I
खेलने
think the
तब तक
players are ready for Rondo. I think it's going to be
ये
an
बैकग्राउंड में
absolute
चलती रहे
slobber knocker around Neox Factory, but maybe
क्या
not
कहते
quite
हैं
as
एक TDM
intense as we
खेलते
saw
हैं
in last chance. I think we saw in last chance
अभी 10 मिनट
something
पड़े हैं
rather insane. To be
oh wait
the teams
wait
that all dropped there. I'm
let me
thinking
switch
probably more or less 4. That's what we're looking at here. Is going to be around about 4 teams, but I think the boys are right. You know, dropping one player on the outside is a little bit dangerous now. I think teams are hunting those players down.
Absolutely. It's
इसे
a
background पे
question
चलता
of
रहे
where you put that last player though, right? Because there's nothing that says you need to be anywhere near them at this point. You could go to literally anywhere as that fourth player. So yeah, maybe you're hunting down those solos.
यार ये प्राइस बात में स्कारल चाहिए मुझे स्कारल मेरी ये फेवरेट स्कारल है वन ऑफ दी फेवरेट स्कार ये मुझे सारी स्किन निकालने का दिल कर रहा है लेकिन है ही इतनी महंगी महंगी 800 4000 कॉइंस चाहिए सारी लेने के लिए ओ इसका हिट ओग बैरल मेरे पास बैरल भी नहीं है अपग्रेडेड ओग भी नहीं है अपग्रेडेड तो आई विल ट्राई कि मुझे ये दो स्किन निकल जाए
Once they're here, they were playing very, very well. I'll say one thing is that for Alpha Gaming, as much as we hype up Alpha Gaming, we do need to look at that gauntlet. We do.
वेट आए हाय मैंने इस पे सर्वर यूरोप किया तो मेरा रैंक रीसेट हो गया व्हाट इज दिस बटन
Wow, amazing.
है
5% of lobby, roughly, they got through.
नो वे
So those are the teams you have to play up against. I think that APG slightly struggles in a higher skill lobby. I think they like to pull.
First point for the red team.
ओ मेरे पास उजी है नो वे यार लुक एट माय पिंग हाँ यार ये सब P90 यूज कर रहे हैं मैं नहीं खेलूंगा यार बाकी छोड़ो जस्ट डिले चेक करो ओए होए
Killing spree for the blue team. The blue team's streak has just been put to an end.
We don't get a cheeky little double play path, but you do love to see here. Neon Factory. That's what's on the cards right now. All eyes on this, waiting to see the drops.
No.
Killing spree for the blue team.
Oh, my helmet was still gone.
The blue team is in the lead. The blue
God.
team's streak has just been put to an end.
Oh wait, it started? फोर टाइम 5 मिनट है आए आए ये तुर्किश आए हुए हैं सारे। नो 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 मैंने क्या गंदा ये स्किन है किसी के पास?
The blue team is unstoppable! The blue team is about to win!
Oh! And स्टार्ट हो गया है। Sorry, I thought कि start नहीं हुआ।
Makes his life all the harder. Now minimal HP, trying to get the heal desperately. Crushing force of DRX rolls forwards. He steps out into the fight, will not find it. APG going down to 1. And those reses are already starting to come on through. Ziol already getting 2 of his teammates back up. And now he needs to bring Doc back in.
Yeah, no messing at all. For DRX, so easy, does make it look so easy.
अच्छा
Against one of the most touted players in the game there.
रिकॉल हो गए हैं। R8
on
R8
APG.
3
The
limbs
Flash
Regnum Karya 3 limbs DRX 3 limbs
so easy at the start of the tournament against one of the most touted players in
Mad
the game
Bulls
there,
1
over
limbs
on APG. The Flash, I think that the boys on the desk, they'd be right. They'd be right in saying that this is the rookie team of the year. An incredible
Silas खड़ा है
with basically
Rosemary
I don't want to say no
Mad
emotions, but they were not nervous at all. Not a single shake in those hands.
ये अकेला घूम रहा है
Not a single
Rosemary
quiver on those lips. It was incredible to see. I think that honestly, for the Flash, it's such a standout performance, such a breakout performance. You don't see this happen very often, and I think 2025 is a magical year just because of that alone.
I mean, you know, Max was
मेरी बात से ये क्या
Rosemary.
Mad Lemon क्या ooh
Finish the job. Oh dear, that's going to get untidy potentially. Lemon though with a pump action, low HP will be going
healing
down.
he's
He
healing
isn't too careful about things. Rosemary stepping in, a heal comes through.
उसने heal
The neck with the drop shot, stands for the challenge.
ooh
Lemon giving
nice
it a really good crack there, but will be taken down. Rosemary able to win the challenge on that one. Alter Ego happy to Pologne.
AE का एक ही हो गया
Look at a try and challenge and keep
okay
rookie of the year.
यहाँ पे
title
DK और
alive.
Flash
Win
की फाइट हो
not
रही है
first. The EMP zone.
Flash का एक
Blaring.
डाउन है I'll
Although
give you
this
3
fight as
tokens you
well
can either
will
get
start
3
to fade
cards or 1
away.
card
Chips backing them off with a name.
Let's go.
No, there's multiple players here from D Plus.
ये अच्छा था
Fight, but with him getting back up, ZS on a crucial angle here. Look at the lineup he's got. If they step too far forwards, he's just going to cut through them.
अच्छा Flash का 1-0 है Flash के दोनों नो oh nice
doesn't connect onto Nolbu.
इस पे नेड आएगा इस पे नेड आ जाएगा
They're going to have to
बच गया
this one out, but Osal's riding in. He's got that back angle. There's
ये क्या
coming through for D Plus here. I don't think Team Flash can
oh
in this fight. The nade connects.
पीछे से कौन आया
It is too late.
Osal coming through.
Oh.
Backup, nice backstab from him.
अच्छा DK का ही आया अच्छा nice यार वो तो almost ले गया था
The Flash, they are a little bit dangerous when it comes to those close range
nice
engagements. Can never really count them out. Pose is already getting down to it. Over towards Alpha 7. Mafioso takes a tumble. And they're continuing here, but Korea
Flash का एक और गया A7 ने लिया
the action just does not stop here over on Rondo.
A7 का भी एक नो का वो रिवाइव लेगा
Well, we're expecting more in Neox Factory, to be honest. Blank.
ये फिनिश देगा इसे
Everyone has come to their senses on that fight. Not going to do it. Instead, they're taking the fight to stage 2 as they're all moving in and trying to
finish
get
कर दे
around Neox Factory, around the area south of it. towards Yulin as well.
रोंडो मैप का
Alpha
नहीं मुझे
7
पता है.
scrapping it out. I mean, this is on the north side of the circle, blank, far north of Test Track. Not quite up to the river just yet. But it is on the north side.
Maybe it was.
Circle. On that right
How
Alpha
much
7
UC do you think
control
you
the
have
middle.
to
Team
spend?
Flash really wanted to
अकेले पे
stay
पुश
alive on
करके
this one,
सारे
win on the
फ्लैश
inside
पे.
after getting
What?
recalled. Rodrigo steps forwards. Was a tall glass of an Elin. And we'll be able to
Okay,
drink this one
A7
down
का
the
एक
field.
लिए मैं AE की फाइट हो
Close
रही
it
है
out.
मैड
Just
बुल्स
one
के
player
साथ.
left for Team Flash. Hopefully, they can find themselves a recall. Tops moving very far out. Might actually clash with Ultra
DRX
there.
की
As
TP
we
के
hop on
साथ
board
हो
now
रही
with
है.
DRX again. They played from the Ox Factory, winning the fight with APG. Now they turn their attention.
पता है क्या है,
to the tournament.
जैसे फरूक भाई ने की थी ना, आप जब स्टार्ट कर रहे हो अगर +2 आया तो कैरी करो, अगर +1 आ रहा है तो कलेक्ट करो. एंड आफ्टर दैट लेवल 5 है ना, लेवल 5 से आगे अगर 6 आया तो कलेक्ट करो, अगर 6 के बाद 7, मतलब लेवल 5 के बाद जो भी आ रहा है ना वो कलेक्ट कर लो, भला 6 आ रहा है या 7 आ रहा है. मेरे ख्याल से ये वाला ज्यादा बेहतर रहता है.
See what DRX can get done here because it will be nice for D+.
लाख
to
अच्छा रहे तो
on
अंडर
the
10 के
stage
में एक
here at
कार्ड मिल जाता है,
PMGC.
अगर बुरा भी ले तो ज्यादा से ज्यादा भी
Go toe to
15
toe with them.
से 20 में एक कार्ड निकल आता है
D+
इस तरह.
really has
अगर
been
लेवल
that one step
6
really
से आगे
making
कैरी
it
करो ना
you
तो
can
वो
rely
फिर बहुत
on to
गंदा
do
होता है.
well
टॉप
on the
टॉप
global
गया.
stages. Top is down though.
And in the second fight for APG, they also take a dip early. Regnum Kaya picking that point up. Look, I'm not calling it this early, but this is not a good start for APG. We were asking, what APG are we getting today?
ये तो है.
The answer is one
Good.
that has stalled at the start. Hopefully they can make up ground in the rest of the match because those recalls still very much possible. As Team
वो
Surf
एक
move
किधर
on.
फिर रहा है
Was trying to
AE
keep
का.
track of the final
ओह,
player from Team Flash Blank, but
मैड बुल्स कहाँ
went all
फिर
the way
रहे
up
हैं?
north and I've lost track of them entirely. They're
APG
somewhere
सर्कल
off
में है,
in the
R8
far
सर्कल में,
reaches of
VP
North
सर्कल में,
Rondo,
गोड
but the
सर्कल में,
circle
DX
decides
सर्कल
to
में,
go all the way away from them. We're
कारा
down
सर्कल
south,
में
so
है,
it will not be a Neox
रैगनम
Factory
का है
finish.
अभी सर्कल में, डीके भी सारी सर्कल में है.
Sadly. But I do think for the guys
थोड़ी
over
सी
on
बाहर है.
D+, do need to make a bit of a rotate now, get themselves to a slightly better position on the
AP
map. They are
का एक
rotating
लीग है
through
अभी.
over on that northeast side. R8 started out their
ये
game
अचानक से
well.
गंदी
Even
फाइट होनी है,
now going back to your
जिस
point
तरह
about APG, let's leave it.
लास्ट चांस
Let's
में हुई
leave
थी
it.
ना,
Fair enough.
डे
Now,
2
it's a
में
worry in the back of my mind. It's the
फर्स्ट
start of
मैच
the
में
day.
उसी तरह की
I'll
फाइट
give
होगी,
it
और
a
जो
couple of
टीम
matches,
पीछे
right?
से आएगी
Maybe we'll
वही
make a different call,
निकाल सकती. लेट्स सी क्या
especially
बनता
here
है.
in this 3-day sprint.
ये तो मेरी प्रेडिक्शन
Always
है कि
then
अचानक से
here.
फाइट होनी है और
Teams will get
बंदे
ahead,
गायब.
but it is interesting seeing this lobby, right? Way less eliminations across the board because these fights take a long time to conclude because you're going up against the best, right? And they are not going to give you
तुर्की
free
की
wins.
दो
They're not
टीम्स
going to
है.
give you free team fights.
ना
It takes time.
We're at 21 elims right now in the game. Let's see if we can rack up a couple more because Krypton hops out. Spray downs from Alva on the back line though. And Alter Ego roll in successfully. Eren has to duck down behind.
Alva
Can't connect the spray
ले
downs.
लिया था.
Krypton not really in too much danger from the nades. The high
Good.
ground from Goat as well makes Eren's life so
ओए
tough.
जाओ एक
That is
गंदा
going to
स्प्रे.
be a back of Scarface.
ये
Like,
फिनिश है.
get flushed away, and we're now at the tipping point in this match blank.
20
Teams are
ammo
going to start to have no real accessibility to these
Rosemary
recall
ने ले
so
लिया
for
kill.
Ulf, this is a bad omen for their game. For this one, it's not looking super hot. As AE in the meantime, Alter Ego racking up 40.
Oh, 4
Don't
limbs
take
AE
specialty.
की हो गई
It's
है.
much better on that front.
For Ulf, there is one final option left, and that is to swing far down towards the south side jump. There is still a
जो LF का एक अलाइव है.
play. But
फ्लैश
it is
की
a
फाइट
long
हो
one
रही है.
they need to make on the western side, and you've got to go through teams like Alpha Gaming, Mad Bulls. It's tough. It's real tough.
I think, yeah, Solus has actually broken out all the way northwest, very, very far. May have not even joined in with the rest of the roster, in fact. We'll see how they can make it in. Looking more towards the center of the circle, Blank.
जो LF और फ्लैश की
a
फाइट.
really important position around those rocks,
Bad Bulls
playing
और
on the
R8 की
roadside.
फाइट.
That is going to be a
Okay.
linchpin spot. Let's see if this one's going to be two, because Tulika has
Oh,
the challenge with the
nice,
name from
nice.
Amori. He steps on a landmine, blasted sky high. Amori now with the challenge over towards Flip, not bothered about Tulika.
ये भी गया, nice nade.
Xavier to chime in on this central location.
ये
They
finish
have got the angles.
Mad
They
Bulls
need to
का
steal the
गया.
flash back into the grasp,
R8
into the
to
pocket
4.
of R8, and they still want to maintain that top spot. Pusher
बैड बुल्स के 2 रह
on
गए.
the back lines now. Doesn't really have too many players
क्या
to play around
बताओ.
with him. But APG are taking shots. You've got Mad Bull starting to fall with Vampire moving in on the south, with DX Xavier in a
What
really
you scared of?
important 2-2 split to their east. For Mad Bulls, they are not getting out of this one.
Well,
I think for Mad Bulls, this is going to be
second
slow start for their day, honestly. I think it's
if I
very
don't
hard
get all
to
card.
remove yourself from the game. All the dust settles, it's likely Pusher goes down, but
ये स्पिन तो एक्सपेंसिव होता है, जो इसमें कोई नहीं है, वो थोड़ा बहुत भी नहीं, काफी एक्सपेंसिव हो जाता है.
Had that completely under control, but then there was a cheeky little
आप कितने यूसी में प्लान कर रहे हो, मतलब कि आपकी निकल आए, आपका क्या माइंड है?
Gets the flash. Alpha 7 now starting to sweep in through behind APG, not crashing fully, but it's certainly a threat.
मैड यूएलएफ फैल्कन 3 टीम की, यार इन्होंने मैप नहीं दिया हुआ, नहीं तो देख लेते कि किस किस टीम की फाइट हो रही है. R8 5 limbs, AE 4 limbs, DK 3 limbs, Kara esports 3 limbs. ओह, अभी जब जैसे मैंने बताया ना उस तरह करोगे ना तो 200K में निकल आएंगी.
So I think for R8, their problem there was taking a fight in such an open area, right? That was their
R8 मैड, वहाँ पे ऊपर भी देखो, उधर लेफ्ट पे APG है, ऊपर A7 है, 4 टीम्स हैं यहाँ पे. R8 के 2 लाइव हैं.
Is fantastic from Alpha 7, gets them ahead in the circle, gives them a really good point to actually hold out separate teams.
I'm very curious as to behind Lemon's play.
ये R8 का मेरे ख्याल से जाएगा. ओह,
But he stepped up into the fight and he's immediately gone
मैड
down.
का गया.
There's an open recall beacon all the way to the southwest that he could have got the rest of the Mad Bulls back up. Oh, okay, they have managed to get everyone else back up as well. Okay, that makes way more sense. Hang on a minute. Need to keep track of these players a little bit better.
मैड का गया.
Needs to keep track of himself, maybe. As Prestige able to spray him down. A really good hold for these two.
मैड का एक नोक है, अगला भी जाएगा. ओह, बच गया.
This is a little special trick shot, it seems, from
ये जाएगा, ये जाएगा. ओह, नहीं गया.
Just needs to hit one of these. I mean, they're so low
ये
already,
क्या?
and it's easy enough to do. A Murray with the double, and now it's just down to Pusher again.
R8 7
Way
limbs.
back to where we started.
8
Just a couple
limbs.
minutes ago.
Nice.
For some reason, Mad Bulls decided they were going to offer even more points through to R8, and R8 is only happy to oblige.
Hey, in the name.
Mad Bulls का एक लाइव है.
Great kick off, but APG decide, you know what, enough.
DK एहतियात से खेल रहा है.
We don't want this threat on the off angle.
AE भी गायब हो गया.
Very much the last player.
रैग्नम का आर्या भी नहीं नजर आ रहा. DRX भी नहीं नजर आ. ओह, DK की हुई रैग्नम का आर्या के साथ.
Lazarus for Vampire. Doc trying to move in on the sidelines. We'll see if those third parties come into effect. The next circle's just about to pop as well.
AE के पास ULF है. APG न्यूक किया एक.
But Prestige does go down. Top able to find that shutdown. Now just the one player for the two teams. Look at a hold. Amori on the corner. Purportedly the best player on the roster. We'll see if he can live up to that tally. Pusher landing nades to the back line. Doc not stepping in just yet. Top now healed up. Looking to move on through. The res is coming on in. Amori backs off. Plays towards the shelves. Plays towards the back of the warehouse here. A nade to thread on through. Maybe land at the feet. Steps to the open door. Wants the challenge. Calls him out but backs back off immediately. He's given them the runaround. Has he been able to find it? Has he been able to hold the hold? No. Will fall down and R8 are the first team to go out completely here, Blank.
R8 lead, but they get quite a few
बहुत ज़्यादा
well
पीछे
now.
चल रही थी यार. What is this
First
behavior?
team to fall here over Rondo, down to 15 teams remaining at the moment. Alpha 7 not really deal with this anymore.
Okay.
Go from the distance.
अभी back.
Pusher though, can't imagine he's going to be up for too long. But I've been saying that for quite a while. And he gets the first. And he gets
nice.
the second.
Oh, he's looking for flashes too. Pusher on the door frame, but a sliver of HP now, and it is going to be APG bearing down upon him. One shot would do it though. There's damage. Oh, Pusher with 3.
1v3.
They cannot.
Zio low है.
The door is closed. And the clutch here for Pusher onto Zio.
Limbs secure करेगा.
He gets the heal off too, Blank. The nade through, but it's off
Ooh.
target. Looking for more healing, and Zio has no idea what has happened.
Pusher.
Oh, crazy 1v3. One more nade.
Pusher drops the flash.
उसे नेड की हियर आ गई. उसे पता चल गया वो यहाँ पे है.
And then we swing around the side here, John.
Oh, is he giving them the slip? No, Zio knows. He's already sprayed. The nade on the inside doesn't connect. Pusher.
क्या इसका 1v4 होगा?
Wants the challenge on the inside, on the corpses of his teammates. Look at a challenge. 8 rounds now, still in the chamber for Pusher. On the corner of the door frame.
Oh, nice.
APG.
1v3 किया लड़के ने.
Blank. Which team have we got today?
R8 भी गई, मैड बुल्स भी गई, DK भी गई. What the heck? बाकी कहाँ से गई? नजर ही नहीं आई. APG का एक लाइव है. रैग्नम का आर्या की फाइट.
APG was so hesitant with the way they played.
Regnum का आ रहा 6 limbs है.
Out the old red flag there.
ओ घोट का कहाँ पे बैठा हुआ है.
Go right now with
बहुत
Killjoy
अच्छा
up on
उसने
high.
1v3
Very
किया.
nice position for him, but I think I'm more looking over towards
APG
Regnum
all भी गया.
He did get
APG
the circle
eliminated.
shifting away from us. APG's down as well. They couldn't really
A7 का भी
from
गया.
that
गोट
position.
ने
But
लिया.
yeah, the circle shifted back over towards Regnum Kai. They had a very nice central position.
Oh
around
भाई
about
क्या
3 minutes
crazy
ago.
fight थी.
Since then they've had to move slightly down, but the circle moving northeast does give them another chance.
उसके पास नेड नहीं था, नहीं तो वो उसे ले लेता.
Board with Alter Ego now, very close to Vampire. A team they haven't come into conflict with for a little bit, Blank. They've been a little
VP
but
पुश कर रही है कहाँ पे. ए रोजमेरी रोजमेरी जाएगा. नहीं किया. पीछे आ गया. आई डरता है. मैं होता पुश कर देता.
Goat team sit above them as well, that high ground. Very over this sort of area.
वो कहाँ पे है यार गोट का. गोट का सारे ही अलाइव है.
Okay, he's playing in the foothills. No one's taken shots at him just yet. Does have the backup on this side from the rest of the roster, which is
3 AE के नीचे हैं.
with these peaks because you
अच्छा
normally
2 टीम
just
उसके
can't
नीचे
do
हैं
this.
हाइट के.
I mean, it's such a funny position to see all these players in.
Ooh.
Dropping the old emergency flares on the head as well. Love to see it. Sakura back in the picture. Usually we like
Why he can be so bold.
एक सेकंड मुझे वो करने दो. स्ट्रीम की क्वालिटी थोड़ी इंक्रीज
It's
कर.
such a funny position to see all these
Out.
players in.
Ooh.
Dropping the old emergency flares on the head as well. Love to see it. Sakura back in the picture. Usually we like to see Sakura up on these.
मुझे
But
बताना
this
अभी
time
अगर
around, he's
क्वालिटी
taking the
बेटर
fight
हुई है
over
स्ट्रीम
towards
की.
Kara. Rosemary hits the deck and Killer's happy to pick up that.
हमें जैसे रिफ्रेश.
Call it that.
Yeah, absolutely. Recall beacons shut off now, Blank. No recalls possible. So for Goat Team, these elims do stick. Alter Ego now
You're supposed
really
to
very
go
much into a
to
corner here. As Goat
10,000
Team crunching in from the
bit
north side. Vampire swelling around the foothills here.
Is it better now?
Krypton and Alva for Alter Ego. 2 players.
साइलस गया.
Different picture. Scrap, Regnum Kaya.
कारा का गया. वाइल्ड गया रेगनम कार्या का.
Ooh, with the dice roll.
लोक्सी ने लिया सोललेस
Onto
को.
his head, but does manage to just about stay
यहाँ
safe.
भी फाइट हो
40
रही है.
moment longer. Loxy for Regnum Kaya and our picture in picture.
लोक्सी ने एक और लिया. लोक्सी ने एक और लिया.
Charge in, and it's a 1-2 punch. Good night.
AE eliminated.
Double nades across the sky there for both teams.
4 elims AE
Loxy
eliminated.
does it again.
Okay.
Regnum Kaya comes through.
Regnum
in
Kaya
those
number 8.
critical moments for the squad. Silas getting smoked out here. We'll
No,
try and
8
keep up,
elims
but it's
sorry.
exciting
Rank 1.
from Thunder Talk.
R8P 8 elims है.
The
Mad
sitter
Bulls 5
himself.
elims है.
You better sit
रेगनम
down
कार्या के 3 अलाइव हैं.
if you're in the presence of this guy.
A7 के 4
What a
अलाइव हैं.
crazy player he is.
TT के भी 4 अलाइव हैं. DRX गायब हुई है कहीं पे.
To hold on the south, well, more than hold. They want to push forwards on the southeast edge, but there are plenty of teams trying to stop that right now. Kara a little bit in the way. Less so with the knock seen to their south player here, CEO. Alpha 7 though, on the western side. Really difficult to get past on this ridge. Don't know how they're going to be able to find their way through. They do need an opener. And the CEO, Elin, goes to Alpha 7. A lot of the teams who got stuck in early blank are down. We look at Regnum Kaya and Alpha 7. Very much the teams now
Alpha
who remain
7
with those slightly higher
फाइट
Elim
तो नहीं
kills.
होने लगी.
Teams are definitely looking now for that chicken dinner, right? If you're DX Xavier, you've played the long game here. You are wanting a top 5 off the back of this game, and I think it's very likely DX Xavier is able to make that happen.
ये की
E-Arena as well has been fairly good on Rondo. They really do know their angles very well.
Wild
They
ने
know
रोक
the terrain.
दिया.
Good shot up towards Ching there from Wild, from Regnum Kaya. Will keep Thunder Talk at bay, but they will have to push
Kara
through
low.
soon.
On that south side, Alpha 7 fanning out. Lots of ground covered by them right now. But it's that western peak that is going to be... It's almost a vortex that's keeping
Wait.
these teams under on the western edge.
ये
I
इधर
think
की
both
रुक
teams
गया
have
एक बंदे के लिए.
most flexibility
This is
right
wrong
now
move, I
to try and
guess.
break that vortex, but
They should
see if they're able
not
to do so,
be
or if teams are
here.
going to extract value from them. Poser very much in danger right now.
push
E-Arena
कर दिया उसने.
are playing this slow, carefully, but it should work out. The nade posted in through the window. It's
ये
going to force him
देखो.
out of position. Should force him out of position. As Poser steps out wide, the nade still on the inside, but he
वो
dodged that
देखो,
somehow.
वो गया.
Goes down either way.
वो गाड़ी फा
Was that shutdown came through Paragin?
अरे इस तरह
Pretty
पुश
sure
क्यों
where that one
करता
came
है.
from, but the point goes to Paragin
मैं
either
करता
way.
हूँ
And E-Arena
और
lose
किसी
a
को
player,
परमिशन
Joker,
नहीं है.
needing a res now.
DX सर्कल में है.
They weren't gonna
अल्फा
get
7 भी
top
ऑलमोस्ट
5 or
सर्कल में है.
they
TT भी सर्कल में है.
Yeah,
पीछे
VPC
रेगनम का आ रहा है.
great.
ULF इधर गोट, यहाँ पे सही मैस्क बना हुआ है। गोट है, DRX है, Alpha 7 है, VPE है।
It's going to be a long while before they have to turn their attention to this pillar over on the western side. So
ये नहीं यहाँ से हिल रहा, इसकी गन में नो है, मोहर ये इधर का इधर ही बैठा है। 20-25 एमओ S12 के में है और 9 एमओ ओग में है।
Yeah, for Tony K, that's an aggressive push and one that should be punished soon.
He's only got 9 ammo though. He's waiting.
I see.
This is
ये इसने एक, इसका मकसद है एक किल को कंफर्म करना। वो देख।
Doesn't have any nades, doesn't really have anything. Okay, that is hopeful, mate. Come on, pull the other one. Okay, down you come. Time for you to get back with the rest of your team. Meanwhile, oh, a nade from Regnum Kaya. They're down to
Nice
2 players
nade.
playing.
That
They
looks
have
good.
ये भी जाए, वो बच गया।
not quite reaching the full distance. Oh dear, Regnum Kaya getting lit up.
Silas गया।
It's going to be Thunder Talk taking the shots. It's just
Zone भी आ
left
गया।
now. 5 elims blank on this match already. And Regnum Kaya up to 8 with 10 teams remaining though. The placement points aren't here yet. King with a pickup. And Thunder Talk gonna slither on out of there.
Vampire is down to DRX.
जो being
No
scared
less.
is valid.
I do think
One
for
more limb.
looking at towards that side of the map,
VPE
there,
का
John, I
एक
really
remaining
like
है।
the way Thunder Talk played
TT
that one now. I mean, setting up AJ as that
नंबर
outpost
5
on
पे आ
the
गई 5 लिम के
outside,
साथ।
gave them all the information they
रग्नम
needed.
कार्या का
Still
एक
had
लाइव
his
है
foot in the
and
door
it
of
is
the
number
circle.
1.
So any moment sighting
Yeah?
could turn around and then they send King in as a taxi driver. Just about makes it in, but Lazarus does not have a revival.
VP.
He was looking for there.
Not quite, not quite.
VPE
The
भी
water's a
गई।
little bit too toasty, burning away that health bar.
रग्नम कार्या का लो है, वो फंसा वाइल्ड भी गया। ओ उसने जोन को ही लिम दे दिया, वाइल्ड ने 8 लिम्स। Nice.
For me, I mean, it's a 3-way fight at this point. In my mind, maybe 4. We'll see who wins that western side. But
Okay. A7 अल्फा 7 के 6 के 6 लाइव हैं। टीटी के भी सॉरी 4 यार मैं पागल हो गया हूँ। टीटी के भी 4 लाइव हैं और गोट के भी 4 लाइव हैं। DX के भी 4 लाइव हैं। फ्लैश के 3 लाइव हैं। फ्लैश कैसे खेल रही है?
I think Irene is struggling, to be quite frank with you. Like, yeah, they're
गोट का नोक हुआ
escape
एक।
from this location is not easy. It's very open. They can't really do anything too much at the moment either. This spot right now from Thunder Talk is looking lovely. I mean, they've covered off really the only difficult angle for themselves on this left-hand side.
कवर
of
तो
the
अच्छा
screen.
बनाया हुआ है इन्होंने।
Obviously,
Yes,
they're
Shadow भाई।
over in. DX Xavier is the prime suspect for a chicken dinner here.
Absolutely.
नहीं, ये मुझे कंप्लीट करनी है।
Change the fates. Team Flash.
मैं अभी बीच बंद नहीं कर
The
सकता।
rookies. The new blood. They have made a name for themselves already. I mean, they were
और मैंने अभी जाना भी है उठ के।
Oh, if they win, they'll be rookie team of the blank. They're already rookie team of the year.
अभी मैं जाऊंगा। शाम को ही खेलेंगे।
Maybe rookie team of all time if they're able to get the PMGC title.
Yeah, if they're able to do that, I think that'd be a very, very tough target to beat.
अभी तो पहला मैच है, 5 मैच और पड़े
That's
हैं।
gonna help the arena though. That shift.
That will help the arena. I mean, it's the removal of themselves from that.
कैसे
location
लैग
that
कर
was
रही है?
hard, but luckily the circle coming down to them does keep them safe for a little bit longer. So now teams will have to venture into the E arena jungle slightly sooner than they might have liked.
अब नहीं करनी चाहिए। अब नहीं करनी चाहिए। अब सही होगी।
Spinning them around.
DRX के 4 लाइव हैं। गोट के साथ फाइट है। वो मुझे पता चल गया, मैंने बिट रेट इंक्रीज किए थे। वो मेरा अपलोड स्पीड नहीं इतनी आ रही। 5 लिम्स DRX के। अल्फा 7 के 4 लाइव हैं और वो DRX की तरफ है एक अल्फा 7 का। वो पुश कर देंगे अगर नोक हुआ DRX का कोई। थंडर टॉक्स पे गया। वो पुश कर गए फ्लैश पे। फ्लैश एलिमिनेटेड। Oh, nice push. 8 limbs हो गए थंडर डॉग्स के। Crazy.
And they absolutely will go for it.
ULF be eliminated. Oh my goodness. गोट का भी नोक। थंडर टॉक का एक गया। DRX ने गोट का एक किया, फिनिश दिया। थंडर टॉक्स eliminated. 8 limbs.
Not to be. E-Arena want that point, mate. That's going on their tallies. Goodness me. We're divvying up a lot of points here, Blank. No one on for a massive, massive run.
भाई है?
But Still,
गोट
2
एलिमिनेटेड
points to kick off.
EA DRX अल्फा 7 का चिकन मेरे ख्याल से DRX का गया अल्फा 7 का चिकन है DRX eliminated
Start off with 8 elims right now for Alpha 7. Looking to retain
BHAI
the
भाई होता है
from that
BHAI
fierce
भाई
lead.
होता है
It
BHAI
demands
भाई होता है
respect from the rest of the lobby.
ओके DX अल्फा 7 और EA सबके 4-4 अलाइव हैं अभी जैसे ही जिन दो की फाइट हुई ना तीसरी ने थर्ड पार्टी करनी है ओके ओके लेवू कैच यू लेटर बाय बाय
Which will make me
हैव अ
sad,
गुड टाइम
but it will not make me
मैंने
surprised.
अल्फा 7 को पनौती तो नहीं लगा दी मुझे लग रहा है मेरी पनौती लग गई अल्फा 7 को
Yeah, okay, absolutely. Yeah.
अल्फा 7 के पास सिर्फ एक ग्रेनेड है DX के पास 12 है और EA के पास 11 और यहाँ पे नेट ही काम आने
Need to stick together as best they can. For Alpha 7, this next push is do or die. Top 3 on this fight. They've already had a good game though. Every single team
ये
now
क्या
has had
करेगी?
a good game, except for DX Xavier on the points tally.
Would you call it do or die?
DX फुल जोन में है जोन के सेंटर में है नीचे EA है ऊपर A7 है
Not for their tournament, mate. Just
Yeah,
this game.
I mean,
Come on.
look,
A7 अल्फा 7 के पास अच्छी पोजीशन है
I mean, those are the two options. You die, you die, you don't.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, John.
I will
Let's
say
see how DX Xavier handle this though, because
ये DX को ले लिया ना अल्फा 7 ने अगर तो EA को भी इजीली ले लेंगे
take advantage. This is always the difficulty when you are the central team and it's a little bit open, is that you are always going to incur the wrath of the third party. So DX Xavier needs to hit a 1-2 punch, but in both directions they need to hit the 180 on both these squads.
वो गड्ढे बना रहा है
Lacking on utility there, Blank. They may have some smoke launchers, so maybe a little bit more smoke in the back pocket. But DX Xavier have got quite a lot of utility themselves. It's going to be difficult to roll up onto them. Sure, they need to land this 1-2 punch, but E-Arena are going to be funneled towards them. There's not too many approach routes that they can take, but Alpha 7 won't just immediately shred through them, which is going to force DX Xavier to play a fully linear fight. Sure, they'll be in the middle of the line, but as soon as E-Arena have to shift over to that north side, I think that's going to line them up nicely in nade range, potentially, to allow for DX Xavier.
29 minutes we're coming up on right now. Very long game here for Rondo as well.
ओके
Right off the wire again.
अल्फा 7 कहाँ
We
गई
always
है
say this is a bit of a springboard, bit of a
फुल फुल है
trampoline.
ये जोन ये
First
अभी
play
अभी
on Rondo.
अचानक
Get
फाइट होगी
quite a few points.
अल्फा 7 के पास यूटिलिटीज नहीं है जो
Early is
जिसको की
lovely.
रिक्वेस्ट
10 nades right now for E-Arena. When are we going to start throwing them?
I think they're waiting
हमारी
for
कोई
Alpha
टीम
7
नहीं है
laying
इसमें
up the
शैडो
smoke. They don't want to break north. They're going west instead.
ये गया A7 ने नोक दिया ये का एक
They tried to get the smoke cover there, but it's just not going to
Ooh.
happen. Immediately torn apart by Alpha 7. Alpha 7 may choose this to be go time.
रिकॉल
because they
करेगा
know
रिवाइव
they've done
देगा
damage. They know they've slowed E-Arena's roll. They won't have the
DX का भी लो है
Looks to
A7
pick
की
up
पोजीशन
that
बहुत
really
अच्छी है
opener. That would have definitely sent them down the hill, but Alpha 7
Utilities
going
नहीं है
to
इनके
play a little
पास।
slower.
Hello.
Xavier needs up top. Oh, so close. Not quite going the distance though, and
ओह
Alpha 7 stays
DX के
fourth.
पास नो नेड है EA के पास
Honestly, at the
EA का
moment,
एक गया
E-Arena needs
अल्फा
to
7
start
का
taking
एक गया
knocks and flushes. At the moment, they aren't able to get their players back up again. But DX Xavier, that's
A7
fine.
का ये finish होगा
Going down is low.
Finish.
Steal away by Paragin though, by no less.
ओह नाइस एक गया
They'll try and take him. Two players now remaining for E-Arena in the need uphill.
A7 का गया एक और EA का एक और गया DX ने लिया A7 का एक और गया
Go down to a volley of fire, and DX Xavier stand tall.
DX के 3 अलाइव A7 का एक अलाइव EA का भी एक अलाइव DX ये ले लेगा A7 को A7 eliminated 9 eliminated DX का चिकन DX का चिकन DX का चिकन ओह नाइस DX कहाँ वेंड पे फिर रहे थे
Spider bite at the beginning of the game here, the beginning of the tournament.
Nice.
Incredible stuff from DX Xavier. Again, a team that's very controlling when it comes through to those late games. A really outstanding performance. Again, I do think that E-Arena makes a slight mistake there, is that what they should have done is started throwing nades over towards DX Xavier. You've got to hope for that initial knock, for then Alpha 7 to try and get some presence there. I think for them to try and wrap on Alpha 7 was really over-aggressive. I'm not really sure, honestly. I don't think that was the right play though.
I'll tell you what was the right play. DX Xavier having a really strong spot in the middle. You know, it went all
10
else failed.
पॉइंट
Just
चिकन
keep
के
good
और इनके 9
positions, you know?
एलिम्स थे
What can you do? Either way, brilliant kickoff. DX Xavier with the first check in dinner. Let's head back to the desk.
dinner right off the rip here, man. They got that center position, and they put it to work, man.
A really good road plateau position. They go there a little bit earlier compared to the rest of the lobby. And you know what? That plateau is great. To the east, it's low ground. To the west, it's high ground. All the teams kind of fighting over the ridge. So they stay alive until the very bitter end of that game. No smokes.
Oh, अच्छी fight थी.
Clear their back, make sure E-Arena can't backstab.
DX ने ले लिया, मुझे लगा था DX eliminate होगी सबसे पहले, EA और A7 की fight होगी, पर वो बड़ा DX ने अच्छा चिकन निकाल लिया, हालांकि उनकी position बहुत गंदी थी.
Noticed that right away and just moved out. What it looked like to be honestly an easy win for DX. They made
3 4 5 8 chicken 8 limbs और 10 chicken 18 points.
All of Alpha 7 with my teammates, but I'm going to use Alpha 7's position as a launching point to eliminate all of E-Arena and secure the game. Every step of that finishing moment here from Xavier was so well executed. The IGLing amazingly executed.
And something to keep in mind too, look at the eliminations from this squad. What were we talking about at the beginning of the show? We're talking about some of those squads being able to get high eliminations. For this squad, they were in the position, honestly, that didn't allow them to get those eliminations, Max. They do end up there with just 8.
Unfortunately, the road plateau mid-game, I think you are not able to get involved in those fights because of how the terrain works out. So I'm okay with them getting a low elimination game. They're like, it's all we fight now and maybe go out early, or we get a position we easily
यार मैं
make it
थोड़ी
top
देर के लिए
5,
जाऊंगा,
maybe
ठीक
even
है,
top 3,
and I
depending
will
on
be
their
back
control
in
of that
like
chicken dinner, which in this case it works out.
30
Because if
minutes.
they get the win, it kind of offsets the low elimination match here.
Yeah, speaking of fight timing, right? Alpha 7. Those guys, I kid you not, they had so many opportunities to take an easy third party, but they just sat so stealthy there, 7 at the start.
There's a lot of stuff to talk about Alpha 7. The first and main one has to be Obscure. Not playing in this round though. It's actually Mafioso. For most of PMGC league stage, it ended up Mafioso being just the sub. For this first game, Mafioso steps in, and even though he doesn't end up with a lot of eliminations, he was doing everything right that we've seen out of Mafioso, making sure he didn't overextend, making sure he set up those plays for the team. And going back, I want to mention the fight that was happening between RA and Mad Bulls, and then APG third party in that fight. Alpha 7 could have maybe overlooked Max and see if they could maybe get a cheeky elimination. No, they were fully focused on their game, and this is a completely different team for Alpha 7. We're used to seeing that team be a little bit more aggressive, even if it's from far away, trying to get those eliminations.
A Brazilian team not playing aggressive? Excuse me? What's going on? Like, really, they saw that fight you're talking about to the west. You had Mad Bulls, you had RA, you had APG. They're like, it's not really worth it. Let's prioritize position instead. And you know what? That position gets them in the podium position of this match. I love how passive they were, which is weird to say on the Rondo game. I do have to admit that. But I think that in that position with the circle continuously moving away from them, they played it beautifully. And this is the Alpha 7 that can play big, aggro, high elimination games. Also more passive finishes to make sure they have that podium going their way.
And the awareness too, something that they ended up noticing, they were thinking about maybe going for a fight with E-Arena towards the southeast just to clear that sound, but they realized that DRX was going to be pushing up. So what did they end up doing? They end up getting the players more towards the north, stopping that push because DRX was coming in hot. And I mean, DRX timing around this game was actually quite nice.
I mean, DRX had a good timing until the moment where they got a little bit indecisive. They had Goat Team north of them, they had to the east Xavier, and they had Alpha 7 here. Hodgix, I was looking at DRX like, okay, well, you push Alpha 7. And they kept delaying it so much, in fact, that the Blue Zone became their biggest enemy in this one, which makes you so easy to nade for the entirety of Alpha 7.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful game from them. And you know what? I love the fact that, they were playing it passive, but they weren't afraid to also get into some fights, right? Early on, they caught Flash on that recall, Max, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was a very interesting one, able to try and get yourself some early eliminations for Alpha 7. They're like, if there's a solo, it's possibly a recall strat. Let's try and get him before he pulls off the recall, which unfortunately for them did not happen, but still some nice ones coming out their way. Though, I want to pivot the topic here.
Yeah.
Goat Team. Killer Joe on top of that rock pillar.
But
good strat, but undiluted as hell. He had barely any bullets left at the end. He had one grenade. I think even got to the point where he was trying to emergency cover flare players below him.
That was the best.
That does not work out too often. So if you want to send a play up there, 7, just loot the hell out of the early game.
I mean, he was looking at VP, just push up towards his squad, and just with 9 bullets left on the gun, he's just like, do I go for it? I thought he was actually going to end up tapping, at least just cause some damage. Make him back up. No, he just goes, all right,
with
well,
the
hey,
S2K.
that's it. And then he switches to the S2K. Let's see if this will hit. We got a pop from the crowd on that one. They started laughing. But yeah, overall, great positioning, great awareness for Go Team. They did that 3-1 split wonderfully. Something that you ended up mentioning during that match is that
मैं आता हूँ थोड़ी देर में.
Killer pretty much on the top. letting him play, letting him just scope out everything. The other 3 players towards the north of where Killer Joe was, and just seeing where it was going to be going. But yeah, I'm with you. Just way too underlooted there for Killer Joe.
Oh my gosh, I just love those shots of frustration. You have to at least try one time to see if it hits, right? I love that. But I want to go a little bit earlier into the match, right? We were thinking we were going to have a crazy Neox Factory hot drop, right? And it didn't happen here at 7. Why do you think that was?
I think some of the other teams decided to go elsewhere. We ended up seeing some fighting there from RA, Vampire. That's just something that from Vampire, I mean, even if we take a step back, for Vampire, I feel like the first 3 matches, and let me know if you agree with me on this, Max, I feel like the first 3 matches are going to be a warm-up. This is a squad that's coming in cold. They haven't really played any of the PMGC League stage. They were able to, I think, at least secure a couple eliminations here as we're looking at the match ranking. But overall, surprising RA. And one thing that actually surprised me was we continue to see the aggressiveness. That firepower that we saw out of RA in the gauntlet is still there. They don't get any placement points, but they end up with 8 eliminations.
Mori in that fight was clutch, especially with those grenades. He's able to really claim so much space in that particular compound versus the team of Mad Bulls. Even APG, right? They're able to clutch it up almost, but Ziol is able to get the nail in the coffin. Second page of the leaderboards. And yeah, D plus Kia taking an L this game, but not only just taking an L to none other than Regnum Kara. Now that is revenge, and it's beautiful.
Oh man, I was so sad that we missed that fight, but I get it, right? I mean, Zone 4, that circle shifts up to the north. The Regnum Kara were outside of the circle, but with that hard shift, they go and take that northern position. But they end up with that fight with D+ and end up taking them out.
Actually, it's very interesting because they were both in circle. Like, okay, we don't have to fight.
Yep.
But we want to.
Yeah.
And it's actually a really good idea when you think about it, because the circle is not always going to go your way. At least it's very rare to see that happen. So, like, what if we take the fight versus D+ Kia early, and if we win it, guess what? The chances of us getting third-partied are infinitely low. And in that case, they did not get third-partied until the circle shifted away.
And for Reg, not just that, finishing that fight and then pushing up to ult, I think the awareness out of Regnum Kara right there was, okay, more than likely, if we delay this fight, it's going to end up happening at some point. And you were talking about her earlier, Max. Guess what? He ends up securing that MVP. DX Levi's right there. 3 eliminations, 454. It might not seem like match because what I was talking about. That squad was just chilling for the longest time on that road.
Might be the lowest elimination chicken dinner record in the entirety of the grand finals. Maybe, I'm just saying.
Hey, you know what? But they took advantage of it. You know, you don't get those zones pretty often, but when you do, you got to get that chicken dinner. Unfortunately, they weren't able to put up those eliminations, but hey, a great start for them regardless of the situation. Now, I want to talk about a team that didn't really, a little underperformed here on this one, right? And it was Mad Bulls, right? They had that super early crash on RA. We were looking at it and being like, hey, like, you know you're going to get third-partied, right, in that situation.
They were completely lost because they're like, oh, we're going to crash. And like, what if we send another player to recall to the west? And it was Lemon to like, which actually is very weird. You send your best fragger on the team to leave and attempt to recall. For me, you would give that role to someone else, not someone that's been MVP a few times during the league stage. Very surprising to me.
You were talking about their rotation, though. They did end up wrapping north. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was actually a very nice northern rotate. I enjoyed what was happening there from Mad Bulls, but they could have played edge, but Mad Bulls don't strike me as a very edge-focused team. So, like, let's send it onto R8. Then APG were like, we're going to have the final laugh. And in that case, that was what happened for Ziol.
It's one of those where they really they couldn't scout that much because of the positioning. But then they got a recall, and then they went back for that spot because they still had some of the players there. I wish they would have been willing to just back off from that fight because, as you mentioned, APG ultimately ended up winning that.
Yeah, though we're talking about all the teams, we barely talked about E Arena. And we need to talk about E Arena, right? They had a really good option here to do in that game, and I think they had a really good top 3 finish.
Yeah, beautiful game for E Arena. I love to see just how Rondo played out here. Definitely didn't like it go as expected, but we definitely see some good teams making some good points there towards the end, right? Now,